Well, Matt, kind of a big game for you in Fort Collins. Hadn't had one in a while. It feel good to get out there and make some big plays?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of getting a little frustrated for a little while, but, you know, I was really happy with the whole wide receiver crew. I think we really played well and helped Grant a lot, too.
Were you banged up at all or anything, or were you just get ball wasn't coming your way? Or was it just...
Yeah, the ball wasn't bouncing my way. Yeah, I'm not banged up at all or anything.
And Coach Pete was saying they got to do a better job getting you the ball. You feel that this week? You feel like they're trying to get you the ball a little bit more?
I think so. I think a lot of it's on my shoulders, is getting open and making sure that Grant has enough time and sees me being open there, giving me the ball.
It talks about you do so many things well as a wide receiver that sometimes they have to decide, well, maybe we'd rather have them blocking on this play. That's sort of the curse of being good at a lot of different things.
I don't think it's a curse as long as we're winning games. If they have me go throw a block, I'm going to go do that. If I have to go run a protection route for another guy, I'll be able to do that. Or if I'm getting the ball, I'm happy either way.
Shane was saying that RP kind of challenged you guys before that game. It seems like, as you kind of alluded to earlier, the whole receiving crew really kind of responded well to that challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it was RP kind of challenging us, and a lot of it was on our shoulders. We had a lot of guys in that room who've been here for a while, and we can tell when things aren't going the way they should be going. So we kind of take it upon ourselves too.
I mean, to see that production, you had a couple of them yourself going up those 50-50 balls. I mean, what kind of confidence does that give you guys when you go up and you do make that play?
I think there's a lot of confidence in that room where we can feed off each other, and then I think a lot of it is giving Grant confidence to just give us those balls to go make those plays.
Rich being a little frustrated, but was it just weird, just not getting as many passes as you're used to? I mean, you probably get comfortable in that role, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a little weird because it's just been a few years where I haven't had that kind of production. And but like I said earlier, if we were winning games, I don't care if I catch one pass or 0 passes. If we win the game, I'm happy.
Grant's been out there 3 games now. What have you seen out of him through 3 games as the starter?
He's making plays with his arm and his feet, as you guys can see. I think his running ability just really adds a whole new dynamic to our offense, where defense has really got to key in. And if they drop back and Grant sees some green grass, he's going to take it.
He changed his personality out there at all? You see him sort of taking charge a little more, any of that stuff?
Yeah, he's definitely relaxed a lot more, and the game's slowing down for him. And you can definitely see that he's making more of the throws that we see him make in practice and on game days too.
Has that been good for you guys? I mean, for him to show that arm. I know he joked about it this summer that that he can actually throw, but people have never quite seen that. Good, pretty good for you guys to kind of enable him to show that out in the field that he can throw the ball too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's good when he's slinging it around like that, is because it does add just a whole new thing that defense has to worry about when when he comes in, it's worried about him running the ball, and when he can throw it like that, it's kind of a scary little asset he carries.
You guys are roommates, right?
Yes.
Is he acting any differently around the place now that he's getting some playing time?
No, he's acting the same old.
Wyoming defensively, what catches your attention there?
They're pretty basic with their schemes and everything they do, but they're pretty good at what they're doing. And so there's something that, if we have an off night, they're going to take advantage of that. So we got to have a great week of practice, and if our guys finish our week of practice and really be prepared on Saturday night.
The wide receivers have always kind of rotated guys in and out. Working on something about the defensive linemen doing that. As a player, is it nice to know that you can get a rest here and there, or would you rather be out there every single play?
Right. It's always nice to kind of be able to have that security blanket where you need a breather. But also, we're all competitors. We want to be out there every play. And I think that's what you have to find the happy medium of taking enough snaps and getting enough breaks too.
Is that kind of a predetermined rotation, or is for the wide receivers, or is that on play calls?
Some of it's play calls, and some of it's just the types of routes we run. A lot of it is on ourselves of substituting ourselves.
Do you like this new wave of college football, like all the more plays, and both? Wyoming runs a lot of plays too. I mean, what do you make of kind of the new trend? Always a lot of plays, a lot of points.
It's exciting. It brings a lot of more fans, I think, that are watching games, and it's more like the basketball scores you see. It's high scoring. Me personally, I'm more that old school, this 3-2 football games. So
3-2.
Yeah. Somebody's got to get a safety. But I think it's exciting, and it's going to be kind of the new evolution of college football.
Has it truly changed the game for what everybody does now? I mean, with them running so many plays, with you guys running so many plays. I mean, it was even funny. Coach Pete even kind of joked that you almost wish you guys didn't score quite as quickly against Colorado State.
Yeah, I mean, the game is changing. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and I think that's going to be a challenge. Is offenses you got to find that medium where you don't score too fast, but you still, you have the opportunity to score. You need to score because those opportunities just don't come too often. So yeah, I think the new college football game and the high tempo that it's bringing is going to bring new challenges too.
What's the most snaps you played this year?
It was like 89 or 90.
That was Fresno.
Yeah.
Feel tired after that one?
I felt tired the next morning. Not too bad.
Thanks, man.